afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the NUSTEP question and answer session. I'm Chris McDermott. I'm Director of University of Enrollment Enhancements, and we couldn't be happier that you're joining us today. Hopefully, we're going to be able to answer all of your questions about the Niagara University Senior Enrichment Program, NUSTEP. We appreciate your virtual attendance, and we are opening up our on-campus admissions appointments, so we're hoping that you'll be on campus in the not-so-distant future. This afternoon, you will hear from Patty McIntosh. She is our NUSTEP administrator. She will give you an excellent presentation to give you all the different benefits and why NUSTEP could be an excellent possibility for you in your academic career. You'll also hear from Kate Dackney. She is an NU student who took NUSTEP courses while she was attending high school and why this was a perfect fit for her. And last but not least, you'll hear from Julie Candela, our Senior Associate Director in the Admissions Office. She is our virtual hostess, and she will be reviewing your questions that you'll be putting in the chat box later on today. Before we get started, though, I just want to go over a few things. Because this session is being recorded, you'll have an opportunity to rewatch if you think you missed anything. And for that reason, we're going to respectfully ask you to mute your microphones when you're not, since you're not going to be speaking at this point, to avoid any unnecessary background noise. We dedicated a good portion of this to your questions and answers, so you can feel free to start putting them in the chat box, but hopefully Patty's presentation is going to answer a lot of those. We're going to also ask you, if you have not signed in yet, to sign in using your name, your high school, and your year of graduation. So this way we'll have that information recorded for you, and we'll be able to connect with you later on in the future. So with that being said, we'll get started, but please remember to sign in and put questions in the chat box. Take it away, Patty.
Sorry, everyone.
It's okay.
This wonderful
there it
Zoom
is.
world.
All right.
There we go.
View.
And then on slide.
Should just come on, right? Slide.
Yeah.
So sorry, everyone.
That's
I'm familiar with Microsoft, or I'm more familiar with PowerPoint than I am with Google Slides.
The third time is a charm.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm Patty McIntosh, and I am the NUSTEP administrator. And NUSTEP stands for Niagara University Senior Term Enrichment Program. You can advance. Got it? So welcome. When you enroll in a NUSTEP course through your high school, you become a member of the Niagara University family and an official Purple Eagle. So NUSTEP is a dual enrollment program where high school students can take NU college courses and earn both high school and NU credit. We serve high schools in Erie, Niagara, Allegheny, Cattaraugus, Orleans, and Monroe counties. And what's really special about our program is that we are accredited by NASEP. And NASEP stands for the National Alliance of Concurrent Enrollment Partnerships. We have been accredited since 2011. So through this national alliance, they make sure that when you take a NUSTEP course through us, it is the same course, same curriculum as you would be getting on campus. So we have special qualifications for faculty, our curriculum, student assessment, student support, and program evaluation. There are only three four-year institutions in New York State that are accredited. And they are Niagara University, Syracuse, and Farmingdale State is new as of this year. So why is that so special? Because of our accreditation, many schools take our credits for the courses themselves. A lot of times you could take a dual enrollment course and you might get credit as an elective, but not as the course itself. So this is something very important, and we have a whole list on our website of schools that have accepted our program credits at par. So I wanted to just take a minute and talk about the advantage of taking a NUSTEP course over an AP course. So through advanced placement, as you know, you learn throughout the year, and at the end you have one test to show what you've learned and to obtain a 3 or a 4 on it to get credit. When you take a NUSTEP class, you have your entire year of work, assignments, exams, projects, and knowledge with that teacher to go into your final grade. And there's so many things that could go wrong by taking just one test. You could have test anxiety, you could maybe not be feeling good that day, have family issues, whatever. So it really is a huge advantage to take a NUSTEP course. Next. Okay, so who teaches NUSTEP? Instructors in your high school have to apply to NU to teach NUSTEP. The instructor must receive approval to teach the course by an NU faculty liaison, by our NU chair of the department or the dean, and our provost's office. Each NUSTEP instructor is assigned a faculty liaison who mentors the instructor, provides their NU course syllabus, grading system, and final exam. Those faculty liaisons also conduct site visits, and they provide yearly professional development for the high school teacher. So our NU faculty liaisons are generally a PhD in their field. They are appointed by the dean of the college and very often are the chair of the department. They have to be approved by the provost's office, and they are full-time faculty members. And as we're going through, some of the schools that are pictured on the screens are groups that have come on field trips, so just so you know. All right, you can go on to the next one, Julie, thank you. So I wanted to talk about our NUSTEP tuition for 2021. So each class that you register for has a $25 non-refundable registration fee, and we charge $75 per credit hour for classes. And keep in mind that most classes are 3 credit hours. There are a few that are 4 credit hours. So if you do the math, so you've got 3 times 75 gives you 225, and then the $25 registration fee. So most of the courses are $250 for that 3-hour course. If you were to take that course as an undergrad or as a non-matriculated student, you would be paying probably $3,000 on campus for the same course. So this is a huge advantage for students, and it's a great way to learn the rigors of a college course while you're still in high school. So I also wanted to touch, can you just go back, Julie? I'm sorry. Students that are eligible for free and reduced lunch status through the USDA with district proof receive free tuition. This is huge, and it is part of our Vincentian mission here at Niagara, and that's a way for us to give back to anybody that is, qualifies for free and reduced lunch status. these are the schools that we are currently in. So there are 34 of them. And I also listed our course offerings because your school might not offer all of these courses, just a portion of them, but I think it's important to see what we do offer. So if you want to just browse through those quickly. Our biology courses are extremely popular. The forensic science is a biggie. Our languages, calc, that's a 4-credit course. We have physics, that's 4 credits if you take the lab. We have intro to psych. So it's up to you to talk to your guidance counselor and see what is being offered at the school. So as a high school student, you would register for your course on our NU site, and it's niagara.edu/NUSTEP. There's a wealth of information there. I already said you pay a $25 registration fee per class and $75 per credit hour per course. And I touched on the fact that students eligible for free and reduced lunch only pay the $25 registration fee per course, and their tuition is no charge. Students have to meet those guidelines, and then I have to have proof here in the NUSTEP office of that eligibility. And then I let financial aid know, and they take the fees off of your course. High school students use the NU syllabus and the same grading system and exams for the course. You receive an NU ID and that ID number, and that is listed on your instructor's roster. You receive NU credit for the course when you pass, and this generates an official NU transcript. So for fall and full year course registration and payment is September 21st through October 9th, so we're well into that cycle. We encourage all students to register for all courses at the same time. So when you go on our website and you click on register now, there's quite a list of instructions, and then you have to answer a couple of questions in advance to the registration screen where you're going to fill in all your information. And then you use the drop-down menu to select your school and then what courses are offered. So we would like you to register and pay for all of them at the same time. When you get to the payment part, there's also a drop-down menu, and that is where you would choose free and reduced lunch status, so that when your bill is calculated, you're only paying the registration fee. Okay, so no registrations or payments will be taken for classes after October 9th. We would like everybody to register and pay with credit card online, but we understand that some people don't have a credit card, so you are able to submit a check or money order with a copy of your registration, and it has to be postmarked by October 9th, to student accounts here on campus, and it's at P.O. Box 2004, and we're at Niagara University, 14109. This is something new. You're okay, Julie. The Office of Student Accounts can no longer take credit card payments over the phone. So your transcript has to be ordered through the National Clearinghouse. Your official transcript is $10, and there's a link to order your transcript on the NUSTEP website or on our Niagara Records website. Your grades are not mailed out, students can see their grades on the MyNU site with their purple pass. And I will be sending out instructions, because you would get your ID number from your instructor's roster, and then you go onto our website and apply to get your purple password, your purple pass, so that you can access WebAdvisor, our library resources, and a number of other things. So we do have admissions counselors here, but I just wanted you to know that each school is assigned an admissions counselor. And it's a wonderful personal contact for all things NU, like anything you could think of. Scholarship information, open house information, virtual tours, special events. I wanted to put a plug in for the live open house on Saturday, October 17th at 10 a.m. And my admissions girls will talk more about that later. Field trips to NU for NUSTEP students have been canceled for this fall. When they are safe to resume, I really loved these and I'm missing them terribly, but your instructor has to submit a request form for your class to come. And then the high school itself pays for the transportation, but once you get here, I work with admissions, and you meet with an admissions counselor, you have lunch at our dining commons, a campus tour, and all kinds of other things you could do. Library research, visit our Castellani Art Museum. You could have a college question and answer period. We had some great, this is a picture, we did an ROTC and veterans presentation, and they had the dogs that everybody get, not the rescue dogs, the...
He's a service dog, right?
Service dog, thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
And it was really wonderful. And I can take questions now, or you can, we can do them later.
Put them in. Perfect, Patty. That was a lot of information. I just noticed I'm not seeing too many people signing into the chat, the chat box with your name and your high school and year of graduation. So we're going to ask you to do that, so we have a record that you attended today, and that will be important. Julie will tell you why later on. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Kate, our NU student. Take it away, Kate. You're muted though. There we go. Perfect.
Hi. So I'll start off with one. I'm noticing the Wi-Fi here in this building is being a little weird. So let's hope that we can stick it out long enough to do this. So I am currently a freshman here at Niagara University. And I went to Barker High School, which is 30 minutes from here. And I was an NUSTEP student. So in high school, I ended up taking quite a few courses. I took the Literature 110 course, as well as and a sociology class while I was there, all in my senior year. I also did take AP as well as other dual enrollment classes. And I can say that the AP classes, they don't cut it nearly as much as a college class will. So it is a lot easier to take a college class, especially if you are a little test nervous like I was in high school. And it's a lot easier, you're not putting all of your kind of stuff into one bucket, hoping that you're going to pass that test at the end of the year after all of your hard work. I did love my English class that I took for NUSTEP. It was a lot of fun. It could also be that I'm a fan of English in general, but it was very, very fun, and it is very practical. Being here in college, it is stuff that I'm using 100% every day, and so it is very useful, and you will take a lot out of those classes. My major here at Niagara University, I am a marketing and a hospitality student. So because I brought in so many college credits, I was able to double major, and I'm actually going to be picking up a minor somewhere in the business field as well. And I will have enough time to do that, as well as take some study abroad options, one of which I do plan to go to Disney and work in Disneyland for my junior year. So it is very exciting. Other than that, I really can't speak highly enough about the dual enrollment classes, but if you do, I know that it was mentioned that the 17th there is a tour or open house here. I will be there because I am working in admissions this year as a tour guide, and I will be working the 17th. So if you want, definitely come by. It is going to be a lot of fun. I've already kind of seen what we're going to be doing. It looks like it's going to be great. So other than that, I think I'm going to hand it back to Mrs. McDermott.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. And I cannot, I want to just echo what Kate was saying. On any given day, the Buffalo Bills can win a football game. They've been doing pretty good so far. And on any given day, a student can test better on an AP exam. My daughter's experience is one I always share. Julie's heard this a million times already. She was a student where social was not her best subject. So the teacher paired her up with her friend who was the smartest in the class. And on that given day, she took the AP exam, and my daughter passed it, but her friend did not. And she must have either had a bad day, as Kate was, or we were referring to before, maybe test anxiety, just missed a question or whatever. So taking a class such as a NUSTEP class that gives you that opportunity to stretch things out. So if you have one bad day, it doesn't reflect in your total grade. Plus, it also gives you an idea what the pace of the college level coursework is going to be. So it's not such a shock when you get to campus here. So it just prepares the way for you. But I'm going to stop talking so we can get to Julie, who's going to share a little information for those students who are seniors this year, and then go to the question and answer session. Take it away.
I'm Julie. So I work in the admissions office, and if anyone here goes to Newport or Grand Island, Sacred Heart, or Mount St. Mary's Academy, I kind of oversee all of those schools. So I'll review your applications, and I can also put you in touch with who you may go to if you don't go to those schools. But I wanted to tell you today about the Eagle Experience Scholarship that we have. It's brand new to us, and it's really, I want to say it's easy for you to get, so we really want you to do it. So you get a $1,500 scholarship if you do these three things. Attend a virtual or in-person event with us. So virtual event like this or an on-campus event would count as that. Apply to Niagara University by November 1st, which would be the freshman deadline, and the last one would be connect with your counselors such as me. So if you go to Newport, for example, and you reach out to me with a question, that even counts as connecting with the counselor. So you do those three things for the Eagle Experience Scholarship, and you would get $1,500. It would be apply to Niagara University by November 1st, attend an event, either online or in person, and connect with your counselor. And then you will be considered for the Eagle Experience Scholarship for $1,500. So it's a really great one, and that kind of helps you get in the door a little more than already being in the door with NUSTEP. So thank you for joining us, and we want to answer any questions you may have if you want to leave them in the chat box. So I'm going to kind of look in here. I see a bunch of you have put in your name, so this can be logged in as an event. So that's awesome. But does anyone have specific questions about Niagara or the NUSTEP program or anything along those lines that we can answer for you today? And then I can kind of answer them myself or bounce them off to everyone else working. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Awesome of you to do. Even if anyone just wants to say hi, you can
unmute now. If you have a question and you prefer to ask it that way, feel free to do so.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. As we mentioned, the advantages are many for the NUSTEP classes, but more importantly, it gets you to get your feet wet into the academic career. So it's really important, and the varieties are nice. So,
and Christina, the Spanish credits that you're taking, they are transferable. And I actually took those Spanish credits too when I went to Newport. So I'm just going back up here. and you go to Grand Island, yes, those are transferable, 100%. And they should go right in as a Spanish program class, not anywhere else. Or I haven't seen that happen, but otherwise it would go in as an elective.
And as Patty McIntosh mentioned, they are transferable. There's that list up on your site, Patty, on the NUSTEP site, so you can always look to see. But hopefully, you're going to love Niagara and come right to us. Okay, if any other questions that we can answer for you, anything else that you can think of? Okay, we'll stay on for a few minutes, but for those of you who wish to exit, that's fine. This will end up our program for today. We appreciate you coming. And for those of you who are seniors, we're going to log in for the Eagle Experience Scholarship, as we mentioned, as you're coming to an event. The program is approved for this year. Hopefully, it will continue next year as well. So take care. Have a great evening. Bye for now.
Thank you.